Okay, Jai Shri Krishna. This is going to be part 2 of the video Time and Yugas. Okay, if you have not watched part 1, please watch part 1 before you come to part 2. Okay, and today is also the Vaigasi Visakha full moon, right? So coming towards the point, and it's a Friday, so I'm doing this video considering the very auspicious full moon, the time and yugas. Okay, so before we start, by the way, the bells and whistles also, right? The three things I always say. Number one is, please click the notification in the bell button where you see for the subscription, right? So that you are subscribed and you are updated to the latest and greatest videos I post on a, frequent basis, right? Second also is, please share your comments in the feedback session. It helps me, it helps everybody who are seeing it as well. Okay, and it's also a way of engagement. 3, I teach classes in Clubhouse for free. Weekly, you can come 7:20 p.m. Central Time for live sessions. You can also join whenever you want at your convenience to go and listen to the recorded sessions. There is close to 4 years of archives of audio files and recordings. Okay, so if you're interested in Vedic astrology, do join. So, as per Hinduism, right, there is a constant churning of our world where we live also, right? It's kind of create, evolve, destroy, create, evolve, destroy, create, evolve, destroy. So everything that starts has to end, and everything that has to end will start again. Okay, and water becomes a big important thing in this destruction process. And we have crossed almost 3 yugas. We are in the 4th yuga, Kali Yuga. We are kind of close to that 5,000 years in Kali Yuga. Okay, so it's the time is broken down by yugas. Okay, and the way the yugas is, if you see, right, we've crossed several yugas. So first, let's look at Satya Yuga, which we crossed. Okay, Satya Yuga was 4,800 years. Okay, the 4,800 years is divine years. Okay, not human years where we live. Okay, human years would be around 1.7 million and 28,000 years. Okay, 1.7 million and 28,000 years, which is 1728 and followed by 3 zeros. So how does this math work is, think about today. We are living in Earth. We know that one human day in Earth is not the same day as one human day in Venus or in Jupiter, right? Or in Mars. Okay, we know that. The math is a little different. Okay, same thing where we live today here, and the living in Devaloka is different. Okay, Swargaloka, Devaloka. So the way the math is that 1 year for us, which is 360 days, that is the math, is equal to 1 day in Devaloka. 360 days, not 365. The 365 is a Western thing which we follow, but that's wrong. 360 days, 1 day, we for Devaloka equals to 1 year for us. Okay, all right. So when we say 4,800 years of living in divine years, which means 4,800 into 360, which will give you the 1.7 million and 28,000 human years. Okay, all right. Treta Yuga. Treta Yuga is nothing, 3,600 years. So Treta Yuga is where Rama lived, okay, which is again 3,600 divine years, which is equal to 1.2 million and 96,000 years. So it's 1296 followed by 3 zeros human years for us. Okay, Rama, Treta Yuga, we can connect. Next is Dwapara Yuga. We are also done with Dwapara Yuga, where the death of Krishna marked the living and death of Krishna marked the end of Dwapara Yuga. Okay, the Dwapara Yuga is around 2,400 divine years, which means 2,400 times 360, which will be 864,000 human years. 864 followed by 3 zeros human years. Okay, now we are, which is where Krishna. Okay, now we are living in Kali Yuga, which is the current time period, and this is the last Yuga. Okay, here, we have kind of the total time span is 1,200 divine years, which is equal to 1,200 times 360, which is 432,000 human years. Okay, which means 432 followed by 3 zeros, human years. We are almost in 5118 year, 5118, which means we have crossed little over 5,000 years in the current year, okay, as we speak in the Kali Yuga. So every Manvantara, there is a breakdown of Manvantara. There is 14 Manvantaras total. We are in the 7th Manvantara called the Vaivatsava Manvantara. In this, the key Saptarishis are Kashyapa, Atri, Vashishta, Vishwamitra, Gautama, Jamadagni, and Bharatwaja. Okay? All right? Okay. Now, the most important thing you want to understand is in Satya Yuga, the best way to achieve salvation, God's, emancipation, soul liberation, everything, or even whatever you want to achieve was through meditation. Okay? Meditation. In Treta Yuga, it is all about penance. Okay? Penance. That is the way for achieving things. And this is all written in our Vedas. Okay? That's what I'm deciphering and telling you. I'm not telling you anything which is away from the Vedas. Okay? Dwapara Yuga, so Treta Yuga, Rama, you see penance. Dwapara Yuga, where Krishna lived, it was all about yajna and sacrifice. Okay? Yajna and sacrifice. The last one is Kali Yuga, where we are living, which is the current time period. And this is the last Yuga. It is all about idol worship with prayers. Okay? Hear carefully, idol worship with prayers, charity, and influence others with good thoughts and action. In the way that you change others' karma, right? Your karma will change by doing dharma. Okay? So, idol worship with prayers, charity, influence others, right? With good thoughts, action, etc. And I've also done a video about the 10 different forms of dana, donation also. Please watch that. But now, does that make sense? Why in India there are so many people who are in the adharmic path speak bad about Sanatana Dharma? Tell that you cannot celebrate Rama's birthday, you cannot make idols of Ganapati, right, and put that in the water or whatever it is for Ganesh Chaturthi, right? And they are trying to destroy temples, they're trying to destroy idols, they're trying to loot the temples and idols, right? Because we are in the Kali Yuga, and the most important thing is idol worship, and they're trying to eliminate that, or they're trying to curb that, right? I will always tell you, you cannot eliminate Hinduism, you cannot eliminate Sanatana Dharma. There are still a lot of Chiranjeevis. Ashwatthama is there, Parashurama is there, they're all Chiranjeevis there. Okay? People may believe or not that I may be saying something weird, etc., but I am not. This is the fact. They are Chiranjeevis, and I believe all of that. Okay? All right. Do remember that, food for thought. In Satya Yuga, okay, we spoke about Satya Yuga. We had 5 avatars in Satya Yuga. Matsya, Kurma, Mohini avatar I count, Varaha and Narasimha. See, I count as Mohini, I don't count. Mohini is a very important Dasa avatar. And of course, I will do a session on Dasa avatar later as we speak as well. Okay? 5 avatars. Then in Treta Yuga, we had 3 avatars, I would say. Vamana, Parashurama, Rama. Right? Pretty much all full human forms. If you see human male forms. Mohini is the only female form. Mohini is the only avatar which is actually a very strong, deadly avatar of Vishnu. Without coming and any distraction, doing anything, did the biggest thing of bringing Rahu Ketu as a balance. Okay? All right. The next one is Krishna, which is Dwapara Yuga, right? We had Krishna, the only avatar. Okay? Krishna. And the last Yuga where we are in is the only avatar Kali, right? Kali Yuga. Okay. Now, it also says as every yuga we moved, the dharma went on diminishing. Initially, the dharma was on 4 legs, which is 100%, and it is always associated with the cow. Okay, dharma is always associated with the cow, which is on 4 legs, which is 100%. That is Satya Yuga. Okay. Next, we come to Treta Yuga. In Treta Yuga, it is nothing but 75% standing in 3 legs. Okay. A cow or a stool or a chair. Okay. The next one is Dwapara Yuga, which is Krishna's Yuga. right? It is cow standing on two legs, which is 50%. And the last one is Kali Yuga, where we are here today, which is 25% standing in one leg as a cow, or a stool or a furniture standing in one leg. Yeah. Now, the important takeaway again is Satya Yuga, it was all about meditation to achieve things. In um, Treta Yuga, it was all about penance. Okay. In Dwapara Yuga, it was all about yajna, as well as animal sacrifice was a big thing. Even in Mahabharata, animal sacrifice. Okay. But we are living in Kali Yuga. The biggest thing is for all Hinduism and Hindus is to focus on and do idol worship. Idol worship is the biggest thing, right? Please remember this. Okay. Prayers, charity, donations, okay, and influence other people's karma, right? You change other people's karma in a positive way, right? By doing dharma, right? This is where your karma will change in a positive way. Okay. So do remember this. I have broken it down in simple layman terms, but I hope this was helpful. One last thing before we go today, the lifespan also dropped. Okay. The average lifespan for in Satya Yuga was 100,000 years for a human years we're talking. From 100,000, it came to 10,000 in Treta Yuga, right? Satya Yuga was 100,000. In Treta Yuga came 10,000. In Dwapara Yuga came to 1,000. And eventually in Kali Yuga, we are 120 years. 120. Now remember this 120 years, human years is 120 times 360 and not 365. Okay, not 365. If today we say somebody is going to live 80 years, it means 80 times 360 days per year, not 365 days per year. Yeah, I hope this was helpful. And as all Hindus, we have to protect our temples. We have to protect the temples which has been demolished. We have to we have to help our temples. And I hope at some point, like the way in the US the church and the state are separated, the temples and the government should be separated in India. I wish for that. I pray for that. And let's all of us pray the same way, so that that happens very soon in our lifetime. All right. I hope this was helpful. Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you and have a good day.